everyone, and thanks for watching SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. I am Tamara Nip. Tonight is the final home game of the season for Simon Fraser, which also means that it's seniors night for the team's 3 seniors. The ladies will look to use the momentum from their decisive victory over Concordia on Thursday to send Jamie, Lauren, and Tessa off with one final win in front of their fans and families. We'll have more on the visiting Western Oregon Wolves in a moment, but first, a quick recap of the Clan's win. The Clan took care of business in straight sets against the Cavaliers on Thursday night to avenge a loss to them earlier this season. SFU won the first set 25-19, followed by scores of 25-21 and 25-20. Tessa May led the team with 15 kills and added a pair of blocks, while Kirsten Pinkney chipped away in 12 kills and 2 blocks. Betsy DeBeer also had 10 kills and 12 digs. Setter Juliet Hayes tallied 43 assists and recorded 2 aces, while Katarina Dolgic and Bianca Tay each contributed 22 digs. With the win, SFU improved its record to 12-11 overall and 9-8 record in GNAC matches. The Clan has the chance to make it 3 wins in a row tonight against Western Oregon, led by head coach Tommy Gott. On Thursday night, the Wolves were in Bellingham to face the number 2 ranked Western Washington Vikings and fell in straight sets, 25-7, 25-15, and 25-8. The loss drops Western Oregon's record to 6-18 on the season and 3-14 in conference action. Earlier this season, on October 4th, SFU earned a straight sets win, 26-24, 25-19, and 25-17 against the Wolves in Monmouth. Now that we've set up the match for you, let's spend a little bit of time talking about SFU's 3 seniors. So first off would be number 17, Lauren Friedman. She's an outside hitter from Alberta. I did have the pleasure of playing with her for a few years, and I believe we redshirted in the same year. So it's been really great to watch Lauren transform from a very athletic player into developing a little bit more volleyball IQ and finally seeing it translate here in the senior season. She's been very busy for her 5 years at SFU studying engineering, so she is probably one of the smartest players that we have on the SFU team, although SFU is always recognized as having high academic achievers. Next up, we have number 0, Jamie Bratsberg. She's been battling a bit of a hamstring injury the last few matches, so she hasn't been the libero. It looks like she will not be the libero tonight either, but I think she'll be getting in defensively as a substitution here and there. But again, Jamie and I had the chance to redshirt in the same season and then continue on and play for, I think, 2 years after that. So it's been great to watch Jamie Bratsberg again transform from a bit of a quieter player. Of course, she was learning to be a libero from Allison McKay, who has played for Canada's national team. So it's been great to watch Jamie take the ropes from Allison McKay seamlessly and really step up as a leader on the court. We're going to take a break and go to the senior ceremony that you'll see on the screen. And then after the senior ceremony, I will continue to talk about the final senior, Tessa May.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SFU Athletics, Canada's NCAA team, we would like to take a moment here to recognize our 3 seniors before the start of tonight's match. We'll begin with number 0, Jamie Bratsberg. From North Vancouver, BC, Jamie has been a member of the SFU volleyball team since 2014. She is accompanied tonight by her parents, Nina and Ralph. As a libero, Jamie has been the lifeblood of the team's defense, putting up 1,191 digs in 310 sets, an average of over 13 digs per match. She has also led the Clan in service aces with the past 2 seasons with an average of .33 ace per set. In 2017, Jamie was a GNAC All-Conference Honorable Mention. A 2-time GNAC All-Academic Team member with a 3.94 GPA, she will be graduating with a bachelor's degree in molecular biology and biochemistry, with plans to attend veterinary school in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, number 0, Jamie Bratsberg. Now we will honor number 17, Lauren Friedman. Lauren is accompanied by her dad, Robert, and her grandmother, Bella. Joining the SFU Volleyball program in 2014 from Calgary, Alberta, Lauren has played in 98 sets as an outside hitter and has put up 134 kills. This season, she hit career highs in kills, including a total of 15 in a single match against St. Cloud State back in August. As the program's only player in the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Lauren will graduate with a degree in biomedical engineering and a goal of bettering people's lives with mechanical solutions to biological problems. Ladies and gentlemen, number 17, Lauren Friedman. And finally, we would like to recognize number 21, Tessa May. Tessa is accompanied by her mom, Lilith, dad, Alan, and sister, Deva. A key middle blocker for the team since 2015. Tessa has played in 395 sets and recorded 1,109 kills, 292 digs, and a total of 437 solo blocks and block assists. The Roberts Creek, BC native is currently 7th all-time in GNAC career hitting percentage and 8th all-time in career blocks. A GNAC All-Conference first team member 3 years running, Tessa was also a 2017 American Volleyball Coaches Association NCAA All-American and All-West Regional Honorable Mention. Tessa is majoring in educational psychology with a minor in kinesiology and hopes to work in the field of injury psychology, helping athletes like herself overcome chronic injuries. We would like to thank these 3 outstanding student athletes for their hard work and dedication to the SFU Volleyball program. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together once more for Jamie, Lauren, and Tessa, this year's 3 SFU Volleyball seniors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we do ask that you please rise and please remove all caps for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you remain standing as we welcome to the court SFU's own Calissa Beltran for the singing of the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada. we stand on guard for thee.
And now, fans, we will meet tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Western Oregon University Wolves. Starting this evening, number 2, Aubrey Stanton. Number 3, Morgan Haskett. Number 7, Sierra Stoltz. Number 9, Jenna Compton. Number 10, Sophie Hall. Number 12, Mariella Vandenkoy. And the libero for the Wolves, number 1, Layla Holt. Head coach of Western Oregon, Tommy Gott, with assistant coach Katie Forbes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's starting lineup for your SFU class. Standing at 5'9", a senior from North Vancouver, BC, number 0, Jamie Bratsford. Starting at middle blocker, standing 6 feet, a junior from South Surrey, British Columbia, number 7, Angelica Gilbert. Starting defensive specialist, standing 5'9", a junior from Ottawa, Ontario, number 1, Katarina Dolgin. Starting center, standing 5'10", a sophomore from Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 16, Julia Tate. Starting outside hitter, standing 5'10", a senior from Calgary, Alberta, number 17, Lauren Friedman. Starting middle blocker, standing 6'3", a senior from Roberts Creek, British Columbia, number 21, Tessa May. And the libero for your SFU clan, standing 5'7", a sophomore from Burnaby, number 8, Bianca Tay. The coaching staff for your SFU clan, head coach Gina Schmidt with assistant coaches Rob Gall and Devin May. And now, fans, without further ado, it is time to get down to business from the West Gym.
Welcome back to SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. Today's game is live streamed on YouTube, and you can watch it at athletics.sfu.ca/bb live. So again, in case you missed the introductions, tonight is seniors night for Simon Fraser, honoring their 3 seniors, Lauren Friedman, Jamie Bratsberg, and Tessa May. Before we went to the senior celebration, I ran out of time to talk about Tessa May. So Tessa May has played for her last 4 years here at Simon Fraser. I had the pleasure of playing with her for a few years and playing with her older sister, Devin May, who was there in the senior ceremony as well. And Tessa May, I think ever since she came in, she's pretty much always been on the floor. She has such a positive energy, and of course she's has a very strong presence at the net, both in terms of blocking and attacking, and overall just a really good teammate to have on the court. She has been suffering from some chronic pain, kind of in her shins. I guess some people would call it shin splints, but no matter what she's done in the off season, it always comes back, and I think every season it comes back worse and worse. So to see Tessa May still having such a successful final year at Simon Fraser and playing through that pain, I think it's really inspiring for anyone that is probably growing up with maybe similar injuries or chronic injuries or just chronic pain. But I think Tessa May, again, has done a phenomenal job this season leading the team and keeping the team positive through their ups and downs, and as well as playing through her pain. So starting for Simon Fraser, we do have their 3 seniors. So number 0, Jamie Bratsberg, number 17, Lauren Friedman, and number 21, Tessa May, as well as number 1, Katarina Dolgic, number 16, Julia Tays, and number 7, Angelica Kielberg, with libero being Bianca Tay. Number 8, for Western Oregon, we have number 2, Aubrey Stanton starting, number 3, Morgan Haskett, number 7, Sierra Stoltz, number 9, Jenna Compton, number 10, Sophie Hall, and number 12, Mariella Vandenkoy, and libero is number 1, Layla Holt. Western Oregon sending a free ball. Going to Tessa May on the step around. Great dig from the libero. Good up from Betsy DeBeer. It'll be outside to Kirsten Pinkney with the tip. And that's a great spot for Kirsten Pinckney. Simon Fraser taking an early lead here in the first set as they're up 2-0. That's a good pass. And just set a little high and maybe a little wide. So number 10, Sophie Hall, unable to make contact with that one. Betsy DeBeer serving for Simon Fraser as they're leading 3-0. And that's an ace serve from Betsy DeBeer. A little tight. Great block from Tessa May. And great kill from Tessa May from the overpass coming from Western Oregon. Simon Fraser is up 5-0 here. Let's see the replay. So great block touch from Tessa May, and then great spot. No one was really close to that one for Western Oregon. So followed up by a service error just long from Betsy DeBeer to give Western Oregon their first point of the match. Number 12, Mariella Vandenkoy serving. That's a good pass from Betsy DeBeer. Tessa May on the step around with a tip, but Doug and Western Oregon sending a free ball over to Tessa May again with a kill. No one even close to that one. That's a very hard spot to defend. Essentially, no one's defensive system would have someone standing there to dig that sort of hard-driven ball. So great athleticism and skill shown from Tessa May. Great dig from Betsy DeBeer, from Bianca Tay down the line. Simon Fraser sending a free ball to Western Oregon. Oh, and that's a great back row attack from, I believe that was number 12, Mariella Vandenkoy. Just staying that outside line. Normally when you're defending a back row attack, it's really easy as someone who digs on the kind of sideline to get sucked into the middle of the court. But the key is to try and stay wide and then dig in towards the court versus starting too far in and having to dive away from the court and away from all your teammates. Back row attack again. And that's Simon Fraser will send a free ball. Just looking a little scrambly there. Sorry, I was looking at Kirsten Pinckney. She did fall after the block there, but she did look like she's okay and stood up normally. So all good there. Outside, Kirsten Pinckney blocked. I think that was mostly middle blocker number 3, Morgan Haskett, with the block. Score is 6-4 for Simon Fraser. Western Oregon catching up here. That's a great ace serve from libero number 1, Layla Holt. Substitution for Simon Fraser, number 3, Tamara Clark coming into the back row for Jamie Bratsburg. Again, Jamie Bratsburg just battling a hamstring injury for the last few matches here. Normally, Jamie Bratsburg has been Simon Fraser's libero, so and that's a great kill down the line from Western Oregon. Scores all tied up at 6-6. Good pass from Kirsten Pinckney. Great attack from setter Julia Tays. Very smart play. If you've been following here's the replay. If you've been following Simon Fraser's games throughout the season, Julia Tays has the ability to hit that shot. She, as a right-handed setter, it's a little bit awkward to do that. It's a little bit, it's a little easy to read. Just because to hit the ball over when you're right-handed like that, you do need to turn your shoulders a bit, whereas a left-handed person can just kind of swing cross-body. So Julia Tays has been mastering the skill all season, so it's great to see it hanging off here in Simon Fraser's last home game. Kirsten Pinkney, good block touch from Western Oregon. Outside to number 7 with the deep tip. Great dig from Betsy DeBeer and a good save from Julia Tays. Western Oregon will send a free ball. Running an X play, Angelica Kielberg with the kill on the step around. Simon Fraser leading by 3 now, 9-6 in the first set. Good net play from Kirsten Pinkney. I'm not 100% sure if she was there, but if it was over, she was there and put it down anyways. So Simon Fraser now up by 4, 10-6 in the first set. That's a great serve from Julia Tays. Tamara Clark blocked by, I think that was number 3 and number 7, Morgan Haskett and Sierra Stoltz. Scores 10-8 for Simon Fraser. Good pass from Kirsten Pinkney outside, blocked. That's a great block from number 3, Morgan Haskett, and number 18, Sienna DeCarly. Simon Fraser will have to send a free ball. And that's a kill for number 3, Morgan Haskett. And Gina Schmidt will be taking her first timeout of the match. The scores all tied up at 10-10. We did see Simon Fraser take a bit of an early lead, but Western Oregon has fought back. They're blocking Simon Fraser very well right now. So either Simon Fraser's hitters need to be a little bit smarter, or maybe a combination of both. But Simon Fraser's non-hitters will need to support and be ready to dig a cover ball. I haven't seen Western Oregon play too much this season, so I'm not too sure what their kind of, I guess, norm is. But they seem to be blocking very well. In terms of blocks per set so far this season, they're averaging 2.02, while Simon Fraser's blocking they're averaging 1.61%. So Western Oregon is expected to get more blocks from Simon Fraser tonight, but I think their blocks per set average for the season has been 2.02, but I think in this first set alone, within the first 20 points, I think we've seen at least 4 stuff blocks from Western Oregon. So a combination of Western Oregon either did a lot of prep and understand Simon Fraser's hitters very well, or Simon Fraser's hitters are just getting maybe too excited trying to slam the ball straight down. Good pickup from number 7, Sierra Stoltz. Back row attack and out of bounds, just long. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser coming in. Number 1, Katerina Dolke coming in to serve for Kirsten Pinkney. And senior number 17, Lauren Friedman coming into the front row for number 8, number 6, Betsy DeBeer. And that serve is just a little long. Scores all tied up at 11-11. Number 7, Sarah Stoltz serving for Western Oregon. And referee calling Julia Tays on a double. Just a little unlucky. I'm not sure if you can tell on your screen, but she did not get to the ball with that much time to spare. So essentially, I think she took the ball out of her midline and then tried to direct the ball towards where you want it to go. Often if you take the ball out of your midline, you result in a double contact, which is what we saw there. To the right side, good block from Lauren Friedman and Angelica Kielberg. Western Oregon unable to keep the ball alive and send it back, so score is tied up at 12-12. Number 7, Angelica Kielberg serving. And that's a kill again for number 3, Morgan Haskett. Western Oregon leading 13-12. Good pass from Katarina Dolgic. And a smart tip from Tessa May. Referees calling the ball down, so not quite up from Western Oregon. They were almost there. Score is tied up 13-13. Outside to number 12, great dig from Tamara Clark to Lauren Friedman, and that's a great kill from Lauren Friedman using Western Oregon's blockers. Simon Fraser now taking the lead just by 1, 14-13 in the first set. Great dig from Katarina Dolgic. Good block touch and net play from Tessa May. A lot of the times when blockers are, when they're blocking, they might close their eyes, so they miss when the ball kind of goes straight up and they don't know where it goes. So Tessa May showing some experience there, being able to track the ball. It's just almost an instinct to close your eyes when someone's hitting a ball at you. So very good play from Tessa May on the previous rally, as Simon Fraser is now up 16-13 in the first set with Tamara Clark serving. Outside to number 12, block, good block touch from Simon Fraser. Tessa May on the step around. Good dig from Western Oregon to the right side. Good dig from Katarina Dolgic. A little tight. Tessa May coming in with a tip over to number 12. Great kill down the line from number 12, Mariella Vandenkoy. Mariella Vandenkoy by far leads in terms of total attempts for her team. In the season, she's so far had 822 total attempts. The next person on her team is number 9, Jenna Compton, with 468, so almost half of the total attempts. But we have seen Marielle score on the back row attacks, so I'm assuming a lot of the volume might be coming from that as well. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser. Kirsten Pinckney into the front row for Katarina Dolgic, and Betsy DeBeer serving for Lauren Friedman. Score is 17-14 for SFU. Great block from Julia Tays. Let's see the replay. So running a bit of an inside ball, and Julia Tays was there. Very smart play to read and stay and help out on that block from Julia Tays. So Western Oregon taking their first time out of the match as they trail by 4. Simon Fraser is up 18-14. I think Simon Fraser was off to a very quick start. I think they got up to 5-0, and then Western Oregon battled back. Sometimes when teams go up 5-0 in a first set, they ease up a little bit, or they just aren't ready to kind of expect a battle. So I think Simon Fraser is doing a much better job now of being invested in the game and covering each other as well, because earlier on we did see Western Oregon get quite a few blocks. Coming out of the timeout, Betsy DeBeer serving for Simon Fraser. Good pass. Outside to number 12. Good roll shot. Good dig from Betsy DeBeer to Tessa May. Good block touch from Western Oregon. Great set from the libero. And that's a great kill from number 9, Jenna Compton. Substitution for Western Oregon, number 20, Jacinda Slaughter coming in to serve for number 12, Mariella Vandenkoy. Yes, good cover from Tessa May. And yeah, referee calling setter Julia Tays on the net. Western Oregon now within 2, scores 18-16 for Simon Fraser. Good pass from Kirsten Pinkney. Some miscommunication there between Kirsten Pinkney and Julia Tays. Good play from Tessa May. Again, very handy to keep your eyes open when you're blocking so you can track the ball and continue to stay offensive. Good deep serve. Outside to number 7, great dig from Betsy DeBeer to Angelica Kielberg. Easy tip for Western Oregon to dig. Number 7 with the tip up and over. That's a kill for number 7, Sierra Stoltz. Let's see the replay. Good pass from Kirsten Pinkney. A little low, I think, for Angelica Kielberg. She had to just kind of spatch the ball over. Outside to Kirsten Pinkney. Blocked. Good cover ball from Bianca Tay. Referee calling a double on Kirsten Pinkney. I've said this before, that referees always tend to be a little bit tougher on double calls on non-setters than with setters. A little bit ironic, but that seems to be the trend. Scores 19-18 for Simon Fraser. Outside to Kirsten Pinkney. Great swing, deep cross court. Simon Fraser now taking the lead by 2, 20-18. Serving for Simon Fraser's setter, Julia Tays. See the replay. Yeah, just hitting over top of them. Not much Western Oregon can do there to defend that ball. Great kill from Angelica Kielberg on the 51. Western Oregon, number 20, hitting back row. Good dig from Betsy DeBeer. Angelica Kielberg again. Good dig from the libero. Simon Fraser just not ready to attack on that one. And just wide. Point for Simon Fraser. Scores 22-18 for SFU as Western Oregon takes their second and final timeout of the set.
You're very good at that, and we're not so good at watching porn.
I'm not sure if you guys follow SFU Volleyball on Instagram, but today they did have kind of a tribute story to their 3 seniors. One of them did include Jamie Bratsberg. So every time we travel, Jamie Bratsberg, she brings this I think like a travel pillow with her is what you would call it on any sort of flight or bus ride. Essentially what it has, it's, we call it I think an ostrich, but you essentially, it gives you an area to like put your arm, or I guess it goes over top of your head as a pillow, and it has an area for your arms to go in, so you can essentially sleep with your arms like close to your head or on your head or under your head, however you want to sleep. But it essentially eliminates her entire face. So I definitely would recommend going to follow SFU Volleyball on Instagram, checking out the story, because Jamie Bratsberg on a plane or on a bus is quite funny. A long rally here, and that'll be a kill for number 2, Aubrey Stanton. Double substitutions for Western Oregon. Number 11, Maddie Metches coming in for number 2, Aubrey Stanton. And number 18, Sienna DeCarly coming in for number 9, Jenna Compton. And just a long serve from Western Oregon. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser. Katarina Dolgic into serve for Kirsten Pinkney, and Lauren Freeman into the front row for Betsy DeBeer. Scores 23-19 for Simon Fraser. That's a huge kill from number 3, Morgan Haskett. She's been playing very well this set, so I'd imagine SFU will try and shut her down in sets 2 and 3. I believe, I don't have real-time statistics, but I'm assuming she's probably the highest hitting efficiency hitter right now for Western Oregon. Tamara Clark, great dig from number 7, Sierra Stoltz. And referee calling libero, number 1, Layla Holt on a double. Set point for Simon Fraser here, 24-20. Good dig from Katarina Dolgic. So Tamara Clark on the right. To the right side. And that's a great kill from number 18, Sienna DeCarly, just tagging the end line. Another set point for Simon Fraser, 24-21. Good pass from Lauren Freeman to Tessa May. Good block touch from Western Oregon to the right side. Good dig, a little tight. And that will be first set for Simon Fraser, 25-21. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back soon. Thanks for watching SFU Volleyball on Clan TV.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back to SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. In case you're just tuning in, Simon Fraser took the first set 25-21 against the Western Oregon Wolves. I do have the statistics from the first set. Hitting well for Western Oregon is number 3, Morgan Haskett. She's at a 600 hitting percentage, followed by number 20, Jacinda Slaughter is at a 500. Overall, Western Oregon is hitting a 150 compared to Simon Fraser's 279. So hot hitters for SFU. Angelica Kielberg is at a 444. Julia Tays as a setter, she's at 333. Lauren Friedman is at 333. Tessa May is at a 455. So again, most of Simon Fraser's hitters are doing very well. I believe keys for Western Oregon will be shutting down Simon Fraser's middle, so Angelica Kielberg and Tessa May. And keys for Simon Fraser would be to shut down Morgan Haskett. I think both teams are capable of playing a little bit better. Just, again, it's the last home game for Simon Fraser, so there's quite a big crowd here in the West Gym as they send off their 3 seniors, Lauren Friedman, Tessa May, and Jamie Bratsberg. And for Western Oregon, I believe in the season they're at, I said it earlier, let me double check here. Yeah, so in conference action, Western Oregon is at 3-14 in the season. So by this point in the season, teams kind of know whether they're moving on to playoffs or not. So I'm sure Western Oregon, I think, still maybe has some home games. I'm not 100% sure there, but sometimes at this point in the season, it's hard to play on the road, especially as midterms and finals are coming up. Starting the second set, serving for Simon Fraser is Katarina Dolgic. Good dig from Katarina Dolgic. Outside to senior for Lauren Friedman. Blocked. That's a huge block from number 10 and number 9, Sophie Hall and Jenna Compton. Substitution for Western Oregon, number 20, Jacinda Slaughter, coming in for number 4, Marley Norman. And there you see the replay. Serving for Simon Fraser is libero Bianca Tay. Good dig from libero number 1, Layla Holt. And a great back row attack from number 20, Jacinda Slaughter. Katarina Dolgic with a back row attack. To Jenna Compton on the right. That's a great kill using Simon Fraser's blockers. Western Oregon is up 3-1 in the second set. SFU, Lauren sending a down ball and out of bounds. Referee Western Oregon looking for touches. No call from the linesman or the referees. I couldn't see one from my angle, but not sure what you guys saw on your screen. So SFU now within 1, 3-2 for Western Oregon with Tamara Clark serving. Another kill for number 7, Sierra Stoltz. She scored on that in the last set against Tamara Clark as well. So I'm not too sure if Simon Fraser's blockers are trying to block more cross court, forcing Tamara Clark to think about digging line as well as digging a tip down the line. Sometimes it's hard to react if you are 2/3 down the court to react to such a short tip. And a smart play from Tessa May with the tip just up and over. Double substitutions for SFU. Kirsten Pinkney in for Katarina Dolgic and Betsy DeBeer in for Lauren Friedman to serve. Western Oregon is still up by 1, scores 4-3. And that's a great kill from Kirsten Pinkney to tie up the score 4-4. Outside to Sierra Stoltz. Good dig from Betsy DeBeer. Back row to Betsy. Good dig from Jacinda Slaughter. Great dig from Bianca Tay down the line. Kirsten Pinckney, and just long. Substitution for Western Oregon, number 4, Marley Norman coming in for Jacinda Slaughter. Sarah Stoltz is serving for Western Oregon as they are up by 1, 5-4. Good pass from Betsy DeBeer to Kirsten Pinckney with the tip, and that tip is scoring. Score is tied up at 5-5. Let's see the replay. Very tight set. Good pickup from Julia Tays. Tamara Clark just a little tight. Kirsten Pinckney still getting a rip on it for the kill. Simon Fraser's now up by 1, 6-5. Let's see the replay. And just wide, so another point for Simon Fraser. Score 7-5. That's a good pass to number 3. Good pickup from Julia Tays. Kirsten Pinckney blocked from, and looks like it was mostly number 18, Sienna DeCarly on that one. Good pass from Betsy DeBeer. Kirsten Pinckney, great reach from Western Oregon blocker. Referee calling a double. I think that was on Tamara Clark, but I thought it was okay. Score is tied at 7-7 to Angelica Kielberg with a step around kill. Number 11, Maddie Mekches, I think just a little too keen, wasn't quite stopped on contact, so wasn't ready to play the ball a little bit higher. Let's see the replay. Yeah, hands already locked down. Doesn't give her any flexibility to try and like set the ball for the dig. And that's a kill for Kirsten Pinckney. Score is now 9-7 for Simon Fraser. And that's a great serve from Julia Tays, extending the lead to 10-7 as Western Oregon takes their first time out of the second set. So on your screen we have GNAC standing. So in first place is Western Washington. They're actually number 2. They're ranked number 2 nationally in Division 2, and they have clinched the GNAC volleyball title. Second, we got Central Washington, then Alaska Anchorage, then Alaska Fairbanks, and then Simon Fraser. So Simon Fraser did take Western Washington to 5 sets at home earlier in the season, but they did lose in 3 straight on the road. And then SFU did beat Central Washington, I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago here at home. But they did lose, I believe, to both teams on the road in Alaska. So they are in 5th. This is their last home game, Simon Fraser's last home game of the season. I'm not too sure what the rest region standings are. I think Western Washington and Central Washington are in there. Not too sure if Alaska Anchorage has cracked the top 8, because the top 8 in the West region will be the ones going to playoffs, or the West region championship playoff, I guess. Substitutions for Western Oregon, number 2, Aubrey Stanton in for number 18, Sienna Carley, and number 9, Jenna Compton is back into the front row for number 11, Maddie Mekches. Side to Kirsten Pinckney, great dig from number 7, Sarah Stoltz. Outside, Good dig from Betsy DeBeer to Kirsten Pinkney. A roll shot. Good pickup from number 4, Marley Norman. And a great block from Jelka Kielberg and Kirsten Pinkney. A back row attack. A long rally here to number 4. Oh, that is great athleticism from Julia Tays. And a block from Tamara Clark and Angelica Kielberg to finish that rally. That is a great hustle from Julia Tays to keep the ball alive. I think I thought that ball was going down, so great effort from Julia Tays, and that's a great read, and for her to know that the ball was going to kind of go that way. Scores 11-8 for SFU with Katarina Dolgic serving. Bump set outside and into the antenna. So Simon Fraser now up by 4, 12-8. Great serve from Katarina Dolgic to the right side. Good dig from Julia Tays. Great turn and play from Angelica Kielberg. And a setter dump from number 2, Aubrey Stanton. She did in the first set have another setter dump kind of like that into the deep corner. So great choice to mix things up on her end to now mix in a shorter one, although it did clip the net. Good pass from Lauren Friedman. Back to her, a tip, and referee calling number 9, Jenna Compton, on the net. Scores 13-9 for SFU. Great dig from Julia Tays. Tamara Clark chasing that down. SFU sending a free ball. And a paintbrush, good up from Julia Tays. Oh, that's a tight ball from Tamara Clark. Good dig from Bianca Tay, though. Lauren Friedman blocked. Good cover ball from Bianca Tay. Western Oregon read that play too well. Great dig from Katarina Dolgic. Lauren Friedman. Oh. And referee calling another double. Scores 13-10 for Simon Fraser. And that'll be an ace serve for Western Oregon. Great pass from Katarina Dolgic. Tessa May on the step around. Great dig from number 2, Aubrey Stanton. To Jenna Compton on the right. Good dig from Julia Tays. Lauren Friedman just long down the line. Western Oregon now within 1, 13-12. Lauren Friedman, a little tight, not much you can do on that one. Scores tied up at 13-13. Let's see the replay. When the ball is that tight, hitters don't have that many options. Either they can do a soft tip and try and self-cover. Some hitters might try and wipe the ball at that point in time. A wipe meaning you want to try and tool the blocker's hands. So you want to push into the blocker's hands and then wipe the ball to the outside so that it should be like a tool kill. But it's very hard to do while you're in the air. But there was a substitution for Simon Fraser. Betsy DeBeer did come into the front row for Lauren Friedman. And Simon Fraser now up by 1, 14-13 with Tamara Clark serving. Good dig from Bianca Tay. And a great setter dump from Julia Tays. Let's see the replay. Serving for Simon Fraser's Tamara Clark as they're up by 2, 15-13. That's a good pass. It's Jenna Compton on the right. Great dig from Katerina Dolgate. Betsy DeBeer, great swing. Good dig from Tamara Clark. And a great spot from Katerina Dolgate. And Tessa May with a huge kill with a big net presence. That's pretty much impossible to defend. Let's see a replay on that. Yeah, straight down. So that's why you don't want to ever pass the ball too tight, especially when you have blockers like Tessa May there. And that's another block from Tessa May. Simon Fraser's up by 4, 17-13. Great short serve from Tamara Clark. And that's a great kill down the line from number 7, Sierra Stoltz. Tamara Clark, I think, could have had that if she dug it with like a passing platform, but Tamara Clark is a very versatile player. She's actually listed on the roster as another setter. Here she is playing right side, and she's plays a lot of beach volleyball as well. So sometimes, I think when she's on defense, her hands, she has to make a decision whether passing with her hands, like a setting position, or a passing platform. It's very hard, like you need to make the decision so quickly. It's very hard when you play kind of all over the place. So hard ball to defend. She's gotten a few of those digs, but Western Oregon's, specifically number 7, Sierra Stoltz, has done a really good job of mixing up so many shots down the line, whether it's a hard swing down the line or a tip down the line, makes the defender keep on guessing. Simon Fraser's now up by 5, 19-14 in the second set. And Western Oregon taking their second and final timeout of the second set as SFU is up by 6, 20-14.
All right, left side, say go. Let's try it one more time, left side.
SFU's upcoming away games are November 8th at 7 p.m. at Seattle Pacific Falcons, and on Saturday, November 10th at 7:30 at St. Martin's in Washington. Those will be, I think, the final conference games next weekend for Simon Fraser. Serving for Simon Fraser at the timeout is Betsy DeBeer, as Simon Fraser is up 20-14 in the second set. And that's a long serve from Betsy DeBeer. Substitution for Western Oregon, number 4, Marley Norman, coming in for number 20, Jacinda Slaughter, with number 7, Sierra Stoltz, serving. Tessa May with the step around. It's a huge kill. Let's see the replay. And yeah, great run. With Tessa May, you can actually, at least I feel like I can tell when she's going to have a great step around or not. It's all based on her first 2 steps. So it's kind of a bit of timing. Sometimes she goes a little early, and then she's kind of waiting on the ball to catch up with her. Whereas when she's chasing the ball and uses those last 2 steps of her approach to really get to the ball, that's when she has a really good swing, because it's really hard for blockers to make that block move on the step around as well. So when Tessemae's there, it almost looks like she'll be a little bit late, but that's actually when she's on time and has the best chance of hitting the ball. Simon Fraser's now up 22-16 in the second set. Simon Fraser's now up 23-16. Great serve, tight ball. Kirsten Pinkney putting it away. Scores 24-16 for Simon Fraser. This will be set point. And long. Simon Fraser taking the second set 25-16. They're now leading the match 2-0. There will be a short 5-minute break before the third set. Thanks for watching SFU Volleyball on Clan TV.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
Hi, my name is Lauren Friedman. I'm in my 5th year of biomedical engineering at SFU, and I play on the women's volleyball team. My first work term was at a company called Braceworks Custom Orthotics, and I did research and product development on a chest brace for pectus carinatum. And my second work term was at a company called Plantiga, where I did research on their insoles that collect data for professional athletes in the military. SFU Athletics and Co-op have helped facilitate my journey through university by helping me apply what I learned in my sport into the classroom, and also what I learned in the classroom into my sport, and then putting it all together in the real world really helped narrow my focus. I would recommend that SFU athletes participate in co-op because not a lot of people get to play the sport that they love and be in school, and not a lot of people get to explore different areas of work that they love and also play their sport. So putting all those 3 things together is really a unique opportunity that not a lot of people get.
A lot of people think that because we score so much, we don't have anything to practice, but we actually train really hard every single day.
It can be pretty grueling, but we're getting better. Run up, open your hands, and close them. You gotta move your hands up and make this motion slower.
My celly is pretty simple. Basically what you do, you score and then you run up, you point at them. Let's go! Good stuff, good stuff. Jump in there. Good.
People wonder why we have so much success. It's partly because we spend hours in the film room.
Right leg, right arm, and then you start kicking, and then you use your arm and go bang. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That's how it's done.
Hey Connor, what are you doing after training?
I gotta go see J-Dog for some physio. My arm hurts from fist pumping too much.
Welcome back to SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. Simon Fraser just took the second set 25-16 against the Western Oregon University Wolves to be leading the match 2-0 here on the senior night, where Simon Fraser will be sending off their 3 seniors, number 21, Tessa May, number 17, Lauren Friedman, and number 0, Jamie Bratsberg. Starting for Simon Fraser in this third set looks to be a pretty similar lineup. It's Katarina Dolgic, Julia Tays, senior Tessa May, Angelica Kielberg, Tamara Clark, senior Lauren Friedman, and libero is Bianca Tay. Senior Jamie Bratsberg has been battling a hamstring injury for the last few matches. We did see her come in the first set, but I'm not too sure if she'll be able to come back in for this set. Starting for Western Oregon seems to be familiar faces as well. Number 7, Sierra Stoltz. Number 3, Morgan Haskett. Number 18, Sienna DeCarly. Number 20, Jacinda Slaughter. Number 10, Sophie Hall. And number 11, Maddie Metches. And for libero for Western Oregon, same thing. Number 1, Layla Holt. And starting with a service error into the net, so point for Simon Fraser. And that's a great X-ball from Western Oregon. That will be a kill for number 18. Sienna DeCarly scores tied up at 1-1. Let's see the replay. I guess it's not really an X, a bit of a tandem swing, so that would be where number 3, middle blocker Morgan Haskett, comes in nice and close to the setter on a first tempo 51, and then an outside hitter will loop around and hit almost, we call it a second tempo, so it would be a little bit higher and pushed a little bit further. The idea is to trick out the Simon Fraser's blockers and defenders, not knowing which one to look after more. Great roll shot from Lauren Friedman and a great set from the libero. Outside to Lauren Friedman. And a tip kill from Tessa May. Let's see the replay. Scores tied up at 2-2. And that's long. So I do have the statistics from the match so far. Hitting well for Western Oregon will be number 18, Sienna DeCarly, number 20, Jacinda Slaughter, and Sierra Stoltz is up there. Hitting well for Simon Fraser, we have Angelica Kielberg hitting a 364. We have Tessa May hitting a 500. And Betsy DeBeer hitting a 333. Kristen Pinckney also is hitting a 174. So most of Simon Fraser's hitters are doing very well. In that second set, Western Oregon actually hit in the negatives. That means they hit more errors than they got kills. So I think that's definitely an error. Can be a combination of things, whether that's hitting wide, hitting long, hitting into the net. If you are hitting and you get stuff blocked, that counts as an error as well. So it could be a matter of that sometimes. Double substitutions coming in for Simon Fraser. Kristen Pinckney into the front row for Katarina Dolgic, and Betsy DeBeer serving for Lauren Friedman. Scores tied at 4-4. Good dig from Tamara Clark. A little tight. Great save from Tessa May. Somehow she was still able to get that over, even though it was tight and a little low. Let's see the replay. ace serve from Betsy DeBeer, just clipped the net and got over, and Western Oregon unable to react to that one. So score is now 6-4 for Simon Fraser. Great save from Julia Tays. Outside to number 20. Huge block. Ball's alive though. Good cover ball from Western Oregon. Tessa May blocked. That's a great block from Western Oregon. I think that was number 20 and number 10. Sophie Hall and Jacinda Slaughter. Double substitutions for Western Oregon. Number 2, Aubrey Stanton coming into the match, as well as number 9, Jenna Compton. Simon Fraser leading by 1, score is 6-5. And that's an ace serve for number 2, Aubrey Stanton. Good pass, back to her. Good cover ball from Bianca Tay. Great set from Tamara Clark. Great read from Aubrey Stanton. Outside. And that's a great swing from number 20, Jacinda Slaughter. There's not much Betsy DeBeer could have done there. Western Oregon leading by 1, 7-6. Great set from Julia Tays. Western Oregon looking for a double call, but so far, Simon Fraser has been called on, I think, 5 or 6 ball handling errors of the night, and Western Oregon's only at 1. And another great set dump from number 2, Aubrey Stanton. She keeps scoring on those, so again, just to get those odd points here and there, it can be, it might not seem like much, but I think Simon Fraser should try and read those a little bit better. It seems like they're going kind of uncontested. And that's an ace serve from number 20, Jacinda Slaughter. Western Oregon is now up by 2, 9-7 in the third set. Good pass from Bianca Tay to Kirsten Pinkney. And long, and yeah, referees calling touches. Point for SFU. Scores 9-8 for Western Oregon. Great dig from Betsy DeBeer to Tamara Clark. Oh. That's unlucky for Simon Fraser. That's essentially a freebie, so Gina Schmidt not looking too happy. Simon Fraser, I think, has the ability to be playing a lot better at this point in their season. But Simon Fraser, from what I've seen, they seem to be the kind of team where they like a challenge. If they're playing a team that's ranked above them, they'll definitely step up and kind of meet that challenge. But sometimes I think they get a little complacent when they're playing teams that might be seated a little bit lower in the rankings. But of course, volleyball is a little unpredictable. Any team could beat any team on any given day. There's so many factors that come into play. So. Western Oregon is up 11-9 in the third set. Double substitutions coming in. Number 11, Maddie Metch is in to serve. And I believe it was number 18, Sienna DeCarly, came in for the front row. Good pass from Lauren Friedman to Tamara Clark with the tip. Good vision from number 3, Morgan Haskett. Good dig from Katarina Dolgic to Lauren Friedman. Good dig from the libero, Layla Holt. Good dig from Bianca Tay. Tamara Clark, just a little tight. Katarina Dolgic had a great chase down. Lauren Friedman, good block touch. Oh, referee calling Western Oregon on the net. I believe that is number... I think that was number 18 they were calling on the net, Sienna DeCarly. Good pass outside with a tip. Good dig from Julia Tays. Simon Fraser sending a free ball. And a 51 from number 3, Morgan Haskett. That's a great kill. Western Oregon is up by 2, 12-10 in the third set. SFU's, oh, Katarina Dolgek got a swing on that. Good dig from Julia Tays. Good, oh, Western Oregon almost had that chase down. Simon Fraser now within 1, scores 12-11 for Western Oregon. And out of bounds. Scores tied up at 12-12. Simon Fraser seems to be having a lot of miscommunication tonight. Typically things that you would be seeing earlier on in the season, not so much on the last kind of home stretch here, but I'm sure they'll iron it out. They've had a few lineup switches with seniors night, nothing too drastic though. A lot of the miscommunication plays have been with players who have been seeing a lot of court. So again, not sure what's going on for SFU, but and that's a great kill for Lauren Friedman. Scores tied up at 13-13. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser while we see the replay. And substitution. Oh no, we're good. Back row swing. And wide. Simon Fraser getting lucky there. Simon Fraser leading by 1, 14-13 in the third set. Great dig from Bianca Tay, and referee calling Julia Tays on a set or on a double. Again, most referees when they call a double, it's because they look at how the ball is after the release. So if the ball doesn't spin at all, then normally a referee won't call it. If the ball has any sort of spin into it, typically referees view it as to get spin on the ball, you had to have doubled it. One hand needed to be like finishing through the ball faster than the other. So that's usually why as soon as the ball has a little bit of spin, a referee will call it a double. Simon Fraser's up 15-14 in the third set. Angelica Kielberg just wide. Very unlucky for Simon Fraser. Scores all tied up at 15-15. Good pass from Bianca Tay outside to Kirsten Pinckney. Great block touch from Jenna Compton. Back to her on the right side. Good dig from Tamara Clark. Great set from Julia Tays. Good dig from Tamara Clark to Kirsten Pinckney. And yeah, referee calling number 2, Aubrey Stanton on a double. Simon Fraser's up by 1, 16-15 in the third set, as Simon Fraser leads the match 2-0. And some miscommunication from Western Oregon now. So score is now 17-15 for Simon Fraser as they extend their lead to 2. Great dig from Bianca Tay. And a huge kill from Angelica Kielberg. Let's see the replay.
All right, ball ready. Stomp, stomp, clap. All right, keep going.
Yeah, that's a great kill from Angelica Kielberg. So Simon Fraser's now up by 3, 18-15 in the third set. Western Oregon taking their first timeout of the third set. So far in this set, we've seen Western Oregon kind of have the lead for most of it. Just recently, Simon Fraser's taken the lead and extended their lead to 3. So most players for Simon Fraser right now are playing very well, although we have seen some miscommunication from both sides. So we'll see, I think, at this point in a match, especially on a seniors night, SFU will be looking to kind of rally, get through the next few points, and really just dedicate this match to honoring their 3 seniors, Tessa May, Lauren Friedman, and Jamie Bratsberg. That's a great kill from number 9, Jenna Compton on an X ball. Let's see a replay. Nope. Okay. Serving for Western Oregon's number 1, Layla Holt. Kirsten Pinckney. Good pickup from setter Aubrey Stanton. Great set. And a great block and a good cover ball. Good dig from Bianca Tay. Angelica Kielberg with a kill. SFU still up by 3 now, 19-16 here in the third set. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser. Katarina Dolgic in to serve for Kirsten Pinckney, and Lauren Friedman into the front row for Betsy DeBeer. That's a great pass outside to Sierra Stoltz. And great kill, just using the Simon Fraser's blockers. Double substitutions for Western Oregon. Number 11, Maddie Metches in for Jenna Compton. And number 18, Sienna DeCarly in for number 2, Aubrey Stanton. Scores 19-17 for Simon Fraser in the third set. Oh. Referee calling. Number 7, Angelica Kielberg on the net. These are some unlucky calls that Simon Fraser has been getting, especially at this point in the match. Western Oregon is now within 1. Simon Fraser leading 19-18. Good pass from Bianca Tay. And a great kill from Angelica Kielberg. Let's see the replay. Yeah, great spot from Angelica Kielberg. Simon Fraser's now up by 2, 20-18 in the third set. Great set. And that's a great swing from number 7, Sierra Stoltz, keeping Western Oregon into this match. The score is 20-19 for Simon Fraser. A little tight. SFU having to send a free ball over. And referee calling Lauren Friedman on a double. SFU will have a substitution here. Betsy DeBeer into the front row for Lauren Friedman. Score is tied at 20-20. Good pull from Tamara Clark to Tessa May. And that's a great swing from Tessa May. Simon Fraser now leading by 1, 21-20. Serving for Simon Fraser is number 3, Tamara Clark. Great pass. Outside to number 20. Easy roll shot. Good pickup for Tamara Clark to Betsy DeBeer with the tip. Maddie Metches has that. Oh. Great defense from Western Oregon. Oh. And Cindy Slaughter just putting the ball into the net. It's a tough angle when the ball's coming from behind your head, but that will extend Simon Fraser's lead by 2. Simon Fraser's up 22-20 with Western Oregon taking their second and final timeout of the match. So this is SFU's last home game of the season, honoring their 3 seniors, Tessa May, Lauren Friedman, and Jamie Bratsberg. So far in the season, SFU has recorded a 12-11 overall record, 9-8 record in GNAC matches. So after this, they do have 2 away games. So that will be Thursday, November 8th at 7 p.m. at Seattle Pacific, and then on Saturday, November 10th at 7:30 at St. Martin's in Washington. So SFU will be looking to wrap up after this match, just their last 2 games. They're currently seated 5th in the conference, so I don't think they'll be able to make the West Region playoffs, but I'm not too sure exactly on where the other teams are at in their record. And that's a huge block from Betsy DeBeer. Simon Fraser's now up by 3, 23-20 as they look to close out the match for seniors night. Great block from Tessa May. And a great kill from Betsy DeBeer to get Simon Fraser to match point, 24-20 here in the 3rd set. Substitution for Simon Fraser, getting in senior Jamie Bratsberg in to serve on match point. Great serve from Jamie Bratsberg. Outside. And yeah, that will be match for SFU. Referee calling Western Oregon on the net. So Simon Fraser taking that 25-20. That's 3 sets straight on their seniors night. So if you are somehow watching but in the stands, there will be a seniors kind of wrap up in the VIP room up top. Otherwise, have a great night. Thanks so much for watching SFU Volleyball on Clan TV.